this next new year. Beloved one, let us speak about the new year which you are walking into now and how it is going to be. Well, you are going to determine how it is going to be, because it is going to be as you decree. If you feel that it will be too heavy and that there are too many challenges and that there is nothing to look forward to, then that is how it will be for you. But if you write down each evening the little bit of homework you will have right in front of you in print, put it in ink, not pencil, one happening in that day that is of joy. Even if it has to be where it is the absence of something that did not happen today, write that down, because at least that is a positive way of looking at it. I am sure, as you go through the days, you will find much to write, because you have already trained yourself to look for the good and to live in the space of that which does bring you joy. You live in love. It does not always look that way at first glance, but as you will not judge, as you will sit with it and begin to understand, what does this bring up to experience? And, is this where I want to live? You become clearer and clearer as to the Christ self of you. This is truly what you want to know. That is why you make for yourself the body. That is why you make the human experience. It is why you walk amongst the brothers and sisters to share experiences. You want to know, what is my true nature? What feels Christ-like? Not in the sense that it comes out of the Holy Book, but, how does it feel in my heart? Does it feel expansive? Does it feel loving? Does it feel that I can experience every nuance of that other person as myself, as the Christ self, or does it feel that there is a great chasm between? If that is how it feels, stop, breathe, and ask of self, how can I see this differently? Then you will pour upon that experience your soothing love of knowing the truth of your being, the truth of your experiencing that you have had that kind of unloving, judging, questioning lifetime already. Otherwise, you would not understand it, you would not feel it, you would not even see it. You have already been there. And then you will ask of self, what made it turn around? Truly, it was someone looking upon you and smiling, looking upon and seeing that you have worth. You may have been told all of your lifetime that you were not worth anything, and the inside part of you, the real part of you said, that's not true. I have value. But it does not seem to be obvious on the outside to other ones, and that, of course, is where they are looking. Then someone comes along, looks at you and says, wow. I see you for the master that you are, what you just said awakens within me a deeper meaning. And they smile. And the smile conveys value. I was not exactly as is portrayed in the Holy Book. I was friend, first and foremost, friend, equal, to everyone. Then once put me on this great pedestal. I do not like being on the pedestal. One can fall off of it. And this happens, because ones say, well, he should be such and such. And if I do not seem to be that, ones do not understand, and they think that I am no longer being Christ. One is always Christ. However, one teaches by whatever means one can teach. So I did a lot of different kinds of teaching 2,000 years ago in that lifetime, and I continue in this day and time teaching, as you do, quietly, for the most part, although it is written, and it was true, that I did have a bit of what I would term righteous anger when I overturned the tables of the money changers. Because, as you have experienced in this lifetime, when the bottom line is important, there is a certain element of energy which comes forth. I wanted to make demonstration by overturning the tables, and then the money changers were scrambling on the ground to pick up the most wondrous value, as they thought, in the golden coins. It made a lesson for them to see what in their value judgment was most important. It did awaken some. It has been a teaching point down through the ages. So there were times that I was not meek and mild and gentle. Sometimes one teaches by different methods. So I say to you in this new year to be aware of your value. Be aware of the value of brothers and sisters. Reach out to ones who may have a different viewpoint than you do, or have different language as to how they express their philosophy. Do not be quick to judge and to say there is separation and that they are wrong. No one truly is wrong. They are experiencing and creating that which looks to be different. But when you will stop and when they will stop to take a deep breath, and I know sometimes that is a bit difficult, you will find that you have more in common than was apparent in the beginning. Look for the common values, ones that are shared. Be as the teacher who has patience to allow the one who is learning to go through the different avenues of learning. Live in love. Work on that way. But if that method does not seem to work, as a last resort use a little energy. It is okay. It does make impact. But try the other methods first. Speak from the heart. Love each and every one as an example of the Christ which they are, even if what they put into words seems to be diametrically opposed to what you feel about this. See them as the small infant, innocent. Now, I know that each one comes with some disposition. Each of us before an incarnation meets with what you would call the soul group and decides on what wants to be experienced in the lifetime. The details are left up to timing as to what to choose, but the salient points of what you want to experience are pretty well set before the incarnation, with lots of room as to how you are going to do it. It leaves lots of room for the impromptu choice, because you may have a certain viewpoint of something that you are going to defend to the death. And then all of a sudden a new idea comes to you and you decide, I have to think about that one for a while. I have seen you do this. I have seen you come right up against what you thought you knew, and then you said, but perhaps. You have taken the deep breath, and things have appeared differently. In other words, you have made a shift in perception. This new year is going to be fun for you. It is going to be challenging. It is going to give you opportunity to make a decision, this is how I feel about it. Then it is going to be a year of re-evaluation, living in the heart, loving, finding value in self and in others. Each and every one of you has value, and it is to be used to allow others to see their value, to be able to give forth the gift of love. That is your true mission. That is why you are here. It is to give love, to others and to self. Come to the place where you say, you know, it is not being conceited to say that I have value. Because you do have value. Know that there are many times in the day when I reach out to other ones and suggest a word of encouragement, a hug, a place of comfort for them, a place where they can stop and know that truly they are healed. The one who is great master right now, who is making many decisions which seem to be quite opposed to the Christ nature, is a great teacher. He said before the incarnation that he would be a great teacher by decisions that he would make, and, in being teacher, he would come to a place where he would understand his true nature. He is still working on that, as you are. You will come to the place of knowing your true value as the Christ which you are. So have patience with him and with yourself. This year is going to be fun. Oh yes, yeah, Jeshua, I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be really full of all kinds of questions. Not that I'm going to have all the answers. Ah. Yes, you are. Anytime something comes up right in front of you and it seems to be opposed to what you would know, what you would want to go forward with, breathe, and then breathe again. I have seen one say, okay, I took a breath. He takes a quick, short breath. That is not going to do it. Allow yourself to relax into the breath. Take a deep breath and allow all of the cells of the body to relax. Take another deep breath, and feel yourself expanding. Feel the body to be at ease. Then if you have to make decision, make decision. If it does not feel quite complete, or does not feel loving, breathe again. Yes, I know you are saying, but Jeshua, I will hyperventilate. No, you will not. And if you breathe over and over and over and you fall on the floor, rest. It is not difficult. Sometimes I see you and I have to smile because you will take something that you have been chewing on for a while, some idea, some judgment, you think it is so difficult, and then you get a shift which happens, and you begin to laugh. I see you do this, you laugh at self and say, "Ha! There, I did it again." Beloved one, this new year which you are making for yourself is a gift. It is truly unwritten, even as there will be certain stimuli which will allow you to make new choices. But it is not written in stone. You are going to be creating the new year. Allow it to be new. Allow new choices. Ask, how can I see this anew? Know your value. Do not judge self harshly. This year we are going to be writing a course of study. This first month has to do with value. Do your small bit of homework each evening/morning, review the previous homework and see the value in each day. See how it grows upon itself as you note the goodness, the worth of each happening. Value self, and then it is easier to value other ones. Know that truly I walk with you into your new year. There is no place where you are that I am not. Everywhere, every time, every circumstance, I am with you. I value that which you are. So be it. Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus. Channeled through Judith Coates.